In this video, we'll learn about circumference and this number pi. So imagine a circle, and every circle has a center, and this line segment that goes from one end or some point through the center to some other point on the circle is called the diameter. Let's denote its length by d. Now, if you start at some point on the circle, go around and come back to the same location, that's called the circumference. For polygonal figures like triangles and rectangles, such a thing would be called perimeter, but for circle, the term is circumference. Now, let's imagine that you are trying to wrap this diameter around this circle. So if you were to wrap onto the circle, this is what you might notice. So if you wrap it, one diameter might go only this far. Actually, I should not be drawing outside the circle. It should be on the circle. So maybe I'll use different colors. So let's say one diameter. So this is how much one diameter length might be. And then let's use red for another diameter length. And the second diameter might go about this far. So this is another diameter. And the third diameter, let's say, will go. Third diameter comes really close, but it won't complete the circle. So three diameters are about the circumference, but there is a little bit more, and this is like 0.14 diameters. So when you talk about the circumference and you use the letter C for circumference, this is about, notice it's 3.14 diameters. It's little more than that, and the actual number is given the name pi. So what is pi? Pi is the number of diameters that can fit in the circle. Or in other words, how do you define pi? Pi is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of any circle. And since all circles are similar, the ratios of lengths of line segments or any segments will always be the same. So circumference to diameter is the same for every circle, and that's called pi. That ratio is called the pi. It's called pi. Now, you could write in terms of the diameter, or you could use radius. And notice, diameter is 2 times the radius. As you can see, diameter consists of this radius and this radius. So diameter is 2 times radius. So you could rewrite the circumference as pi times 2r, but we move the 2 to the front, and that's the formula for the circumference in terms of the radius. So in terms of diameter, it's that. In terms of radius, it's this. Now, in a subsequent video, we'll use this to talk about a radian measure of an angle.